So we're going to start off in a child's posture and get ready physically, but also mentally, because really it comes down to the mental work that we're doing in order to aid the physical and also facilitate the spiritual. So we get quiet in our practice. In this first part, we allow our minds to release any memories, to release any thoughts that are simply not relevant to what we're doing. To release any opinions, likes and dislikes, and cravings that we might have. So then we can release our feelings and emotions for this period. And simply watch the breath. Simply bring your attention to the breath and see how it enters and how it exits. And then begin to deepen the breath. So let every inhalation become more enhanced and equally enhancing the exhalation. We're going to shift into a victorious breath. So inhaling through the nose, fogging out through the mouth. Mouth stays open, fog in through the mouth. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Engaging that sound in the breath. Inhaling that same way. And so we're really controlling the airflow here, the rate of it. It's smooth and even throughout every little section of every little inhalation, every little exhalation, as if you were controlling the singing voice. Now we're going to start to move the body, making sure that we have this breath under our control. Rise up to a table posture, hands and knees. And let's start to move through cat-cow, inhaling belly sinking, head, tailbone lifting. Exhale, belly engaging, head, tailbone shifting down. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep going at your pace, making sure that the head is part of this motion. So paying attention now to the neck and seeing that when the head lifts, there's activity in the back of the neck. And as the head falls, there's a nice stretching in the back of the neck. And we're going to take the attention between the shoulder blades and the upper spine. And as you're exhaling, the head comes down, feeling the shoulder blades separate from each other, stretching spine there, and then inhaling, sinking, maybe noticing shoulder blades drawing towards each other. Now we'll bring the attention to the belly on the exhale, lifting the belly, lifting the center of the spine, and then exhaling, releasing. So you sense one side is contracting, the other side is lengthening, is expanding. Belly contracting, spine lengthening. Spine muscles around the spine contracting, belly lengthening. Just a little bit more. This helps loosen up the spine, get some energy flowing. The surrounding muscles. And then notice the tailbone, and then inhaling, tailbone shifting up. Exhaling, tailbone shifting down. And then we're going to find a neutral spine. So because we're going to be on the hands today, we want to stretch the wrist for a moment. So find a neutral spine. Shift both hands to face back, fingers face back. Take the hips back if you need a little bit. And if you need less, then maybe work on one hand at a time. So just go at your pace here. Whatever your body can do, shaping the posture accordingly. Taking hips back. Let's just take 3 deep breaths. Maybe we can squeeze in one more wrist activity later on in the practice. And then we will bring the hands back to neutral in our table. Send the hands forward a step. Come into downward facing dog. Roll over the toes. Lift the knees. Take the hips. Maybe sway them. Maybe pedal feet. This is downward facing dog, where we will find so-called rest. And if that doesn't feel like rest to you in your sun salutation, then you can find child's posture or heart chakra posture. And let's look forward. Float the feet forward to the top of the mat, right into a forward fold. You can have the big toes touch the heels apart. Maybe start with bent knees for a moment. Now from here, one thing that's really easy to forget, and I tend to forget it lately, I've noticed, is pulling the belly up. So even in the fold, right underneath the belly button, start to pull that section up. That's the Uddiyana Bandha, the inner girdle. And just in this position alone, we're toning the belly by pulling the belly up against gravity. Nice gentle way to do it. Creating strength and tone. Next inhale, come up halfway, lengthen, arms out to the sides. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach the arms up. And then samastitihi, palms together, thumbs to the heart center, sun salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. So we're going to squeeze in a side bend here. Inhale, come to center. Exhaling left. Inhale, come to center, look upwards. And then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Release the head, gaze past the knees. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands down, float the feet to the back of the mat, where we're going to pause for a moment in our plank posture. We want to remember, we want to do this at our pace, at our abilities. So if you need some support for a regular push-up, you'll take the knees down. Make sure the heart is basically between the thumbs. On the next exhale, bend the elbows, keep them over the wrists. Inhale, tops of the feet to the mat. Create a back bend here. Hips down for cobra or hips up for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to take 2 more of these, and then we're going to move through sun salutation B. So let's pick up the pace a little bit. A couple deep breaths first. Look forward, float the feet forward, top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen, take the arms out to the sides, activate the shoulders, the upper back. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching up. Find side bends on the exhale. Starting with the right. Inhaling center. Exhaling left. Inhaling center, look up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, release. Pull the belly up. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, hands down, float back and then lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, if you've been shoveling, you might notice this feels different. I know I can sense in my chest muscles, it's a little harder to go to that push-up, that bottom of the push-up there. And just a little bit more exerted than usual. Look forward, float the feet forward, top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up, side bend to the right on the exhalation. Inhaling center. Exhaling left. Inhaling center, look up. Exhale, fold forward, release the head. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, float back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's posture, remembering this is a spot where if you need to alter, then go ahead and make a modification. So knees down and hands forward is one nice way to go, especially if you're dealing with a tighter chest right now, like I was mentioning, little soreness there. Another deep breath, and let's make it a clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. From downward facing dog, float the feet forward, top of the mat, big toes together, heels apart. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release down. Inhale all the way up to standing. Now this time we're coming into chair. So reach the arms up and then exhale, bend the knees and push them into one another. Sink the hips down, pull the pelvis in. And then we're going to open to the right here. So on the next exhale, open the arms to a T as you turn the head and look past the right thumb. Keep the knees forward facing. Equal weight in the feet. Next inhale, take the arm forward, reach them up. Exhale, twist to the left, open the arms. Look past the left thumb. Exhale, take the arm down, forward. Inhale, reach them up, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold over the legs. Uttanasana, halfway up, halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Exhale, release, hands down, float the feet back. Let's take another vinyasa here. And then from downward facing dog, step the right foot forward between the hands. If you'd like, you can lift that right leg behind in that downward facing dog. Then press the left heel down. Inhale, reach the arms up. So we're going to add an element to this. You're in your warrior A. We're going to add, let's say, a twisting dragonfly to this. So bring the hands down, but plant the left palm and circle the right arm behind and up and then over. So one big circle with the hand. Plant the hand, lift the right foot, step it back, lower. Inhale, come into your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then we'll step the left foot forward. Right heel presses down. Inhale, rise up, square the hips forward, reach the arms up. First time here, we're here for a couple breaths. And then we'll exhale, hands come down, but plant the right palm, back heel will lift. Should have mentioned that before. Take the left arm behind, up, over into a complete circle. Hand comes down, step the left foot back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're just going to flow through that together just one time today, and then we're going to focus on sitting for a little in different postures. So a couple deep breaths. Now pull the belly up into the spine here as well. Also pull up on the pelvic floor. Send the tailbone up. And let's begin again. Look forward, float the feet forward, big toes together. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold right from here, bend the knees, and then reach the arms up on the inhalation. On the exhalation, twist to the right, just for the one exhale. Circle the arm, come back to center, reach the arm, both arms up as you inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come to center, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthening. Exhaling, hands down, float back, lower. Inhaling, back bend. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take the hands down, lift the back heel, send that foot back. Take the right arm around in a big circle, the hand down, right foot back. Another vinyasa here. Left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twisting dragonfly, back heel lifts, right palm down, circle left arm. The hand comes down, step back, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. Now we're going to rest in child's posture. So when you're ready, knees down, separate the knees. Bend the hips back and lower. So if you have the knees really wide, you can take the arms underneath the trunk, tops of the hands to the mat, and then taking hands towards the feet. As you take one side of the face to the mat, just rest there. Letting the shoulders round, letting the arms get heavy. Feeling the circulation through the body, the respiration, the rhythms. Moving through the body. Let's turn the head to the other direction. And 2 more breaths. Feel the hips get a little heavier at this time. Feel the head getting heavier. And then bring the forehead to the mat. Feel the length of the spine here. Maybe even send the crown of the head forward a bit, lengthening the neck. And we'll inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and then rise to table. Come into downward facing dog. Step the feet forward. Little quick transition here. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach the arms upwards. Step the feet apart to hips distance or wider. And on the next exhale, right fingers touch the left wrist. Pull the left arm up and over to the right. Focusing on the side bend for a couple breaths. Come to center. Left fingers to the right wrist. Pull the right arm up and over to the left. Staying long in the waist, not collapsing into that left side, but bending toward it. And inhale, come to center. Palms together, exhale, thumbs to the heart center. We're going to use the wall to maximize the effort that we're going to put into this section here, right in the chest. So take a wall or a bookshelf, piece of furniture, doesn't matter. We're going to have the hand to the surface and line up the shoulder with the hand, and then simply start to turn away from the hand. So if you have a wall, it doesn't matter which hand you're on. If you have a wall, see if you can get the shoulder to the wall. So it's a little bit more helpful if you have a fuller, clear surface. Mine is not in the camera's view. So I'm using this window here. And you're simply turning the heart away from the hand. See if you can get the shoulder a little closer to this surface if you're using one. Otherwise, just turning away from the hand. Another deep breath or so. It's really important to open this area because it just tends to get closed off based on the fact that we use arms, usually in front of us. Now we'll go ahead and switch. So release. Notice the difference between the two sides. One side will feel lighter and more free. And go ahead and work on the other side. Facing away from this hand. Another deep breath. Felt like this side could use a little bit more, so I'm taking another breath here. And we'll release. Check out how it feels. And then let's come to standing at facing the side of the mat, bringing the arms to a T, and taking the hands behind the tailbone, interlacing the fingers, squeezing the shoulders back, looking upwards. Exhale, fold forward. Turn the toes in towards each other, get the ankles to stretch a little bit here, and let the head get very heavy. Maybe even look towards the navel for a moment, like you're drawing the chin a little closer in towards the neck. And then release the head. The chin, just go where it goes if you let the head go. And exhale, release the hands down. We're going to bend the knees for a moment, keep the palms down, and then straighten the legs. Bend the knees, straighten the legs, bend the knees. Now we'll start to walk towards, we'll just say to the left foot. So walk towards the left foot and see now if you can separate the feet even more, bending into the left knee, keeping the right leg straight. Flex the right foot, toes point up, and then set the foot down. Flex and point, flex and point. Now let's walk over to the right foot. So nice deep side lunges here. Hands plant, maybe on the mat, maybe on blocks. Flex the left foot and then plant. Flex and plant. Make sure the right knee and ankle are lined up. People tend to go a little too far like this. We want to be careful with the joints. Now we're going to switch again. Walk over to the left foot. So you feel the inner thigh really stretching, groin stretching here. Flex and point again. The foot that you're walking away from. And then keep the foot flexed. A couple deep breaths. Walk over to the right foot. Flex and point the left foot. Keep it flexed. Making sure that no part of the body is tense by your own doing. So letting the mind relax the body. And we'll plant the foot. Come back to center. Fold here. Take a nice clearing breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Pull the belly up. Toning there. You're massaging the inner organs as well. And we pull that belly up. And now we'll come up halfway and we'll just heel toe the feet closer together and come to seated, where we'll sit tall and cross the ankles. Work on the neck for a moment. So once you have ankles crossed, start to move the shoulders around a little bit. Rotate them the other way. Quick little neck exercises. So we'll take the shoulders up, back, down. Fold the hands into one another. Maybe the thumbs touch, or maybe hands to the thighs. Draw the chin out, draw the chin in. Chin tucks a few times, chin out and in. Not at the pace of the breath, but the breath is still being paced. Then bring the head to center and turn left and right a few times. And freeing up the neck from the past. And bring the head to center. Draw the chin down and up a few times. Bring the head to center. Lift the right ear towards the sky. Stretching right side of the neck. Keeping shoulders down. Bring the head to center. Lift the left ear up. And we'll bring the head to center. Shake the head out, releasing. And then we'll come to the back. Getting ready to rest. First, bring right ankle on top of left thigh and pull the left leg in. So we're going pretty quick here, but I want to make sure we do get into the hip a little bit. A little less than I would have liked today. So if you feel like you have time later just to linger in a posture like this, or a pigeon's posture, it would be good. Another breath. Release left foot, right foot, bring left ankle on top of right thigh, pull the right leg in. And let's release the body. If there's something else you feel like you must take and you have time for it, feel free. Otherwise, we're setting up Shavasana, taking shoulders back, setting the weight of the body down onto the shoulders now. Feet away from each other, toes point away from each other. Arms away from the trunk, palms flipped upwards. Taking a breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Feel the jaw release. All the past tension that's built up in the jaw releasing. Gently closing the lips. letting the body breathe for you now. No effort in breathing. No effort in the face. So no facial expression, but a peaceful one, where the eyes and the forehead are totally relaxed and smoothed out. The temples are soft. The scalp feels like someone is massaging the scalp. Imagine that. Feel the release in the scalp. Relaxing through the ears and the neck. Down the shoulders into the arms. Relaxing from the neck down through the body into the feet. The next few gentle breaths that you take, feel the body replenished on the inhalation. Feel a mental and maybe spiritual inspiration on that inhale, that inspiration. On the exhale, from the crown of the head down to the feet, sense the sound, Om. Nourishing on the inhale, inspiring on the inhale. On the exhale, Om. Letting the whole body get heavier and heavier with every exhalation, every internal sound of Om. Now slowly come back by just noticing your breathing and let the breath get deeper. Sensing the changes in your body and mind and heart. Begin to move the hands and the feet. Take the arms behind and find length. And bring the knees into the chest, arms around the knees. Maybe rock a little side to side. Maybe squeeze in a little bit of a spinal twist here. Just a breath each side. Arms to a T, knees to one side, over to the other. And then we'll be finding our way up to seated to seal this practice. So maybe rolling to the side or rocking right up to seated. We'll sit up nice and tall. Bring the palms together. We'll sound Om. Deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.